Hey, what's happening, everyone? Welcome again to the channel. Hope that you're having a great one out there. Let's go ahead and listen to some family. We're going to listen to this track, The Weaver's Answer. This is off of their second studio album entitled Family Entertainment, released in 1969. Quite a few of you had suggested this particular track from the band, such as Colin France, R. Dumont de Bach, or de Beck rather. Let's see, Robert Willoughby, you mentioned this one as well. Cosmic Cat, I think you mentioned the band, maybe not this particular track, and John PBH. Thank you guys as well. We've listened to a few tracks from the band, not a lot, but just a couple, you could say. So let's go ahead and dive in. I'm almost choked. Let's go ahead and dive into this one. We'll discuss it a little bit after. I should have pulled it up before I began the video, and yet I did not. But it's coming, and now it's here.
Weaver of life, let me look and see the pattern of my life gone by, shown on your tapestry.
Kind of Peter Gabriel and Brian Ferry.
Just for 1 second, one glance upon your loom, the flower of my childhood could appear within this room. Visit of my youth show tears of yesterday, broken hearts within a heart as love first came my way. Did the lifeline patterns change as I became a man? An edit or an untold blends as I asked for a hand. Did your golden needle sew its thread Virginia white, as long as we embraced as one upon our wedding night?
Some feedback.
To capture all the joys, the birth of our first son, the happiness of family made a brother for the one. The growing of the brothers, the manliness that grew. Is it there in detail? Is it there to view? Do the sparks of life grow bright as one by one they red? To live as fathers, husbands, apart from life we've led.
Not expecting sax.
My lover's threads cut off when she laid to rest. My sorrow blocking outer space upon our woven crest. A gathering for the last time as a coffin slowly laying. Ash to ashes, dust to dust, one day will regain.
Love that sharp vibrato.
Visits my grandchildren on my knee, but only hearing left the rage took my sight from me. These last few years of loneliness may be just by sight a shooting star free from your tapestry. But there in the distance, your loom I think I see. Could it be that after all my prayers you've answered me? After days years of wondering, I see the reason why. Kept it to this minute, for I'm about to die. Weaver of life, last now I can see the pattern of my life on my shown on your tapestry.
Wow. I forgot to also mention that that's the first track on the album. What an introduction. Where to even begin? Chapman's vocal style and delivery is, I think, immediately capturing. And in some capacity, whether you like it or not, I think it's immediately going to grab your attention. To me, has almost a style of early Genesis Peter Gabriel, but then also that vibrato of like a Brian Ferry. I mentioned as soon as he began, and I just couldn't get that out of my head. And of course, he returns to that in the end. But in between the beginning and the end of this track, with just his vocal delivery, he gives you a lot. He is absolutely a character. He absolutely has this sort of presence in his vocal style that just goes through so many different sorts of sounds and textures. His delivery, like, it's dramatic, but it's not dramatic. It's theatrical, but it's not theatrical. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it doesn't come across with any cheese, I guess you could say. There's no cheese on the side of this particular plate that he's vocally serving us up. And also the style of the song is really interesting as well. I mean, it kind of has like this almost in the beginning, this kind of Western, I can't help but think of like Native American kind of sound. It sounds like I don't even know, like some sort of, can't even say, like, I don't know. I just imagine like them dancing around the fire and the flutes and this kind of ramping up of energy. And I don't know, there's something about that. And then there's almost this horse stampede of sound that comes up to you, and it's building, and it just kind of cuts sharply off. Really, really interesting. And I really enjoyed the drumming, just Rum Townsend on drums handling that here. Like, I think that this just has a very unique style. There's something, once again, very Western about it. It's obviously rock and roll as well. Progressive. There's just, I think, a lot to kind of get out of this one. The lyrics are somewhat cryptic and perhaps a little bit mythological, with the weaver, who is pulling the strings, so to speak. But I think that Chapman's delivery here is really the star of the show. And the different motions that the track goes through. The structure is interesting. Solos are interesting. Like this. The production to me sounds like a 60s kind of sound. Like it should be psychedelic, but it's not. I don't know. Is it weird that it's almost like I can't put my finger on what this is? Like, but whatever it is, it's just enjoyable. Like, why bother searching for genres and this and that? Like, this is just really, really unique. And Chapman just soars on this particular track. Really, really cool. I like this a lot. Weaver of life, let me look and see the pattern of my life gone by, shown on your tapestry, just for 1 second, one glance upon your loom. The flower of my childhood could have fit in this room, but does it of my youth show tears of yesterday? Like, do you see that on your loom? Broken hearts within a heart, as love first came my way. Do the lifetime patterns change as I become a man? An added aura, untold blend as I ask for her hand. Like, as the weaver is weaving, so to speak, the tapestry of his life, he's asking this weaver, are you changing this? Do you see the patterns, adjusting as I do this? That's kind of an interesting perspective. Did your golden needles sew it, thread virginal white, as long as we embrace as one upon our wedding night? Did you capture all the joys, the birth of our first son, the happiness of family made a brother for the one? That's really cool. I really like the perspective on these lyrics and how he came up with that idea. The growing of the brother's manliness I grew, is it there in detail? Is it there to view? Do the sparks of life grow bright as one by one they wed, to live as fathers, husbands, apart from lives they've led? Are my lover's threads cut off when age she laid to rest, my sorrow blacking out of space upon thou woven crest? I'm sorry, but these lyrics are brilliant, I think. A gathering for the last time as her coffin slowly laying. Ash to ashes, dust to dust, one day we will regain. Does it show? Does it swipe? Grandchildren on my knee. But only hearing laughter when age took my sight from me. Lastly, through these few years of loneliness, maybe, does it by sight a shooting star fade from your tapestry? I love how he is asking the weaver these questions, and maybe he's even asking these questions because at this particular point he's blind in a sense. Wait there in the distance over your loom, I think I see. Could it be that after all my prayers you've answered me? After days of wondering, I see the reason why you kept it to this minute, for I'm about to die. Weaver of life, as at last now I can see the patterns of my life gone by shown on your tapestry. Like he looks back on his life and sees the weaver's hand in his life.
Please clap.
Genuinely, I think that these are the best lyrics that I've read and covered in a while. I love that. I think that's absolutely brilliant. Oh, here's the Wikipedia page for it. It says, it was composed by the two leaders of family. It was performed live frequently before being in the studio. Once it was widely available, it became their signature song and their most popular stage number as well. It's one of their more straightforward songs. It's about an old man asking for the weaver of life to show him the patterns of my life gone by upon your tapestry. And we know what happens. We've been reading this. Chapman said the weaver in question comes from mythology, folklore, and a bit of acid. Include any Marvel hero, Aesop's fables, anything simply written with a moral and a story I could understand and make sense of. All the stuff I was interested in as a kid, read about, and later included in my storytelling. I genuinely think this was a really, really brilliant track. Man, I almost pressed the end record button. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the comments down below. I hope that you enjoyed the music. Thank you all so much for the recommendation and for the suggestion as well. Really fantastic suggestion on this one. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for being here. Come back tomorrow. And now we can press the proper button.